All right, we should be good at this point. We're joined by Michigan State quarterback Rocky Lombardi. We'll take questions in the chat, starting with Jack Ebling. Jack, you're muted.
Hey, do I need to be talking to these
Yeah,
mics?
good. Yep. You were more than a 3-touchdown underdog. Nobody expected it to be Rocky to Ricky. Can you talk about the ability to hit him deep and 0 turnovers today?
Yeah, well, first of all, we expected it. I know we're 3-touchdown underdogs, but everybody on this team knew going into the game that we had a chance and we had a good chance. So that was part of the reason why we played with so much confidence and ended up getting the win. But Ricky's a player. We got dogs all over the field. I mean, people making plays left and right. So today was Ricky's day, but who knows? Tomorrow can be somebody else. We got a bunch of playmakers. You're gonna have to cover all of them.
And what about 0 turnovers?
It's a lot better than 9, I would say. That's most of the reason why we won the game. Take care of the ball. Pride of the organization is the ball. We harped on that a lot this week for obvious reasons. And you don't turn the ball over, you win games.
For our next question, we'll go to Chris Solari with the Detroit Free Press.
Hey, Rocky, kind of walk us through that final drive a little bit there and the decision to go for it on 4th down, kind of the motion of the play, getting the first down, but also the call itself with Coach Tucker going for it there.
Yeah, so there's about 38 or so seconds left. They got 3 timeouts, so we can't take a knee. They take 3 timeouts, whatever. So we got to run the ball, get rid of their timeouts. We end up with about a 4th and 1.5, 4th and 2, and basically it's, we're going to try to draw them off sides. If you can't draw them off sides, if you think you can get the QB sneak, call it. So and then the rest is history. Called the QB sneak, got it, ended up winning the game.
What's that feeling like at the bottom of the pile? Did you know that you had it, and what's the emotion when you come out of it?
Yeah, I knew I had it. We just, I knew that I trusted those guys up front, get a little push, and then, that's all I needed. We take care of the rest. It's a 1.5 yards, You can't get a 1.5 yards. Good luck.
For our next question, we'll go to Ricardo Cooney, Spartan Mag.
Hey, Rocky, congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you talk to me about a little bit about what you saw from Antoine Simmons today? And you were obviously on the sidelines and you could see his play. And then talk about what his mood was like this week going into this game with this being his last shot to play Michigan.
Yeah, well, obviously Antoine's a great player, but he's an even better leader. So Antoine, this is a personal game for Antoine. I don't know if you guys know this. He went to Ann Arbor Pioneer High School, which is about 200 feet from the big house here. So we're just kitty corner. So this is a personal game for him. All his buddies from home are probably talking about this game. I'm sure they're giving him some shit. So it's just about, probably should have said that. Apologize. But he's been great all week. Great attitude, motivating the guys, and then during the game, he does a good job hyping me up, and I try to do a good job hyping him up. So he was the energy of that defensive side, and he did a great job.
Hey, thank you.
We're going to go out to Colton Pouncey with The Athletic.
Hey, Rocky. Normally we see a little bit of celebration on the field after a game like this, but you guys kind of had to go back pretty quickly. So I guess what was the mood like in the locker room after this one?
Yeah, it was exciting. We haven't had Paul in the locker room for 2 years now, maybe. So we really wanted that game, and to win that game, come back in the locker room, and on top of that, get the first win of the season and Coach Tucker's first win of the season and Coach Tucker's first Michigan win. So it was just a lot of emotions piled on top of each other. Obviously last week didn't go how we wanted to, but to get a win this week was really emotional for our guys, and it's going to motivate us for the rest of the season.
Checking in with Matt Charbonneau with the Detroit News.
Rocky, I know people talk a lot about, every game counts the same, but it is this one. I mean, I think it might be stating the obvious, but this one's got to feel a little bit different. And was there a point this week where you felt like, I think we're turning the corner. I think people aren't buying into us, but we feel like we can do this. Was there a point
Yeah, last Saturday was after the game. Even though we had lost, we had turned the ball over 9 times, still put up 27 points, put up pretty good amount of offensive production, and all I'm thinking in my head is we got some guys, and we can move the ball offensively, and we can win any game that we come into the game with the right mindset and the great attitude. So it was last Saturday to where I was like, you know what, we got a good offense, we got a good defense. Gave up 38 points last week, obviously, but that was on us. We turned the ball over in our own territory, counting too many times to count. And not that I'd want to count them anyways, but yeah, but no, this game it means a lot to us. You know, it's a rivalry game, so to have that trophy, you know, it's just physical trophy to hold in your hands, man. It's a different feeling. So this one meant a lot. I know they all count one, but this was a big one.
We'll go to Justin Rose, WXYZ.
Hey, Rocky, you kind of touched on it briefly there, but Mel Tucker's first win as Michigan State head coach is against Michigan. Obviously, that is weird because of the way that it is, but what was he like in the locker room? What was he like throughout the game? Kind of, you know, you have been with him for months now, and the rest of us have only talked to him a handful of times. I mean, just to see where he started to where he is today, can you kind of take us through that?
Yeah, well, I mean, Coach Stuck's like this the whole time, you know, even keel, smooth. You know, nothing gets to him. Our motto is, you know, keep chopping wood. 60 minutes. We're going to fight every minute of those 60 minutes. So, you know, he was calm. He was collected. He gave us confidence when we went out there. But after the game, you know, you could tell that it was emotional for him. He understands the rivalry. He was here as a GA. So he's been through this. He understands what this game means to us, means to our fans, means to the state. So it was emotional. It was good to see him happy. It was unfortunate that it was his first win because of last week, but it was quite the first win for him. I'm sure he'll look back at this.
Was he in the middle of the dance circle at all?
Oh yeah, Coach Stuck likes to get down just like all of us, right? So.
All right. On that note, Rocky, we'll let you go. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Go green.